Hey guys, what's up? Saturday afternoon, the 16th, I guess it is. I've been out here working today. It's about 40 degrees. Brisk, of course it's clear and well, mostly clear. And of course it's cold and windy now. We don't get many warm and sunny days here in the winter like I've mentioned previously. But I thought I'd give you a quick update. Some of you may have wondered how I've liked living here at this place here in Huntsville in the suburbs. So I've been here since July the 15th, I think it is. So that's just been what, 7 months. So I've had a pretty good, I had time to make a pretty good impression of it. And I'll tell you the number one thing I don't like is that right there. I've never sat here and counted cars. But all day long that goes on. I don't know where these people go, but you know, that's their right. I mean, it's a public road. They drive wherever they want. It's nothing to me. But that's one thing I dislike intensely is all the traffic right in front of my house. If I had, so we've been talking 1 minute and there's been 3 cars go by already. There's a 4th over there. There's a 5th. If I'd known that this road got so much traffic, I probably would not have moved here. Because to me, this place, I'll give you another quick impression. To me, this is like living in an ant colony. You ever seen an ant colony where all the ants are running around and they all branch off into their own little space or whatever, you know? You look at these houses, they're so tight together, you know. We got what? 50 feet between them. Some of them are like, you know, like that one, there's a ditch right there. I got a better lot, but most of them are just right on top of each other, and I don't like that either. No room to do anything. I guess to make it more concise, this is absolutely the wrong kind of place to live for somebody that likes doing work like I do, like working on old cars and stuff, things outside. It's absolutely not geared to that. When these neighborhoods were laid out, they were laid out to pack as many houses in the space as possible. Here comes another one. It's another resident. Just pack as many houses in as small space as possible. So these are what, maybe a 1/3 of an acre, 1/4 of an acre lot, something like that. Because of the arsenal over here, Redstone Arsenal, there was a boom. A lot of people were coming here to work for the arsenal at that time, and there's another one. And so they had to have housing, so that's why they laid out all these neighborhoods tightly and quickly and densely. And so it's just like I said, it's just absolutely not for me. You can't. I had to take my fence down over here because if you look here, all these houses got fences around the backyards, every last one of them, and you can't get into your backyard. It's not geared for that. These houses are geared, neighborhoods are geared for people, exactly the kind of people that mostly live here. Oops, my door is open there. Keeps doing that. But anyway, that's what they're geared towards. It's geared towards people that go to work, come home, sit in front of the TV, have a barbecue every once in a while, watch the big game. That's about it. Mow the grass. You know, boring, 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 boring. If that's the type of lifestyle that somebody likes, that's fine. Nothing to me again, but that's my impression of it. Absolutely not the way I live my life. I like to be outside doing things, making noise, moving things around, in and out and around the house, and just but you know, like I said though, this was temporary. I had to have a place to live, so I didn't have a choice in the matter. I looked at some other places, and for as much money, it wasn't near as solid of a house, so I did what I had to do there. And I'll tell you another part of this. When I moved up here, I thought to myself, man, this is gonna be neat, because I got a nice grocery store right down the street down there, Publix. This is a nice neighborhood, nice area of town. It's convenient to everything. I thought, man, that's gonna be awesome. I won't have to drive as far to do things. And There's another one. That guy came by a while ago. It was like he's been looking at my cars or something. About stopped right out here. I don't know what that was about. But I always watch that. There's people casing your joint. Anyway, that's what I thought, you know, and I thought, well, this is going to be awesome. You know, I won't have to drive very far to do all those things. And, you know, what I've noticed is, yeah, it's convenient, but I go to the grocery store one day a week, maybe. Well, 2 times a week. Depends on if I'm just being lazy and just pick something small up. I'm really not as organized as some people that can just do grocery shopping for the whole week. I tend not to do that, but because I don't know what I want to eat all week. And so anyway, but yeah, it's been more convenient. But I guess there's been kind of a trade-off. I haven't actually done anything to speak of that I wouldn't have done living where I was at, as far as coming to Huntsville. You know, I just go to the library rarely. I go to the parts store a little bit more often. The one thing I've been doing a lot of, and has not been too good, has been eating out a lot, and it spends more money, and I'm gaining more weight. So that's not been good, really. So, yeah, I guess to summarize that thought, this has not been, it ain't all it's cut out to be. If you like living in an urban area, it's fine, but not for me. I can't stand it. So, I'll be shipping out probably time my lease is up. In fact, I've already laid the groundwork for that. So anyway, that's my thoughts about that. You know, I'll just give you one other little illustration. You know, Lyle the smoker lives over here, and this guy here, his man and his wife, they're about 63, 64. He's retired from the arsenal, and they're out right now. They've been on a vacation because their car's gone. But he's a real nice guy. But he's a total urban resident. He doesn't do anything. He gets out. You know, he's able-bodied. He's not broke down or anything. He walks and everything. But he comes out, walks the dog in the morning, comes back home, stays in until about lunchtime if he doesn't have to go out someplace. Comes out, walks the dog again sometime in the afternoon. And that's it. That's all he does. Does nothing else. Sits in the house all the time. I'm like, you know, I'm thinking to myself, I don't think I could tell a real big difference between that and just being dead. You know, just sitting in your house. I mean, what is the fun in that? What do people see in that? I guess I tend to think that people that do that's their way of life, is that they just have no hobbies. They have no interest in their goal of thinking that their ultimate life is just to sit there. That, God bless. But of course, Lyle the smoker doesn't do much either. He comes out and goes to work, and they come in and out, and sometimes they come out in the backyard for a little bit, or he'll blow leaves or something. You know, just boring stuff. Just a total, in my view, and it is my view, it's just my estimation. Nobody has to agree with me, but in my view, that's just a total waste of your life. So, anyway, but it is what it is. So, I thought I'd give you that update, just give you kind of my viewpoint. Some of y'all might be curious of how I've adapted to this. I haven't. I'm not going to. You know, another little thing to note is it's funny about the drivers in this city. People around these neighborhoods, they drive like they're on their way to a fire somewhere. They'll come rushing down here, and they'll slow down for these speed bumps somewhat. And then, boy, they'll just nail the gas and take off. And I mean, it's everybody. It's people in nice cars and trucks. Especially if they see me out here, it's like you hear their little 4-cylinder Altima or something taking off. You know, and I'm thinking to myself, what is that about? What do you want me to do? Get up and wave a checkered flag or something? Or stupid sometimes. I don't like to say stuff like that, but that's just the way I feel about it. Residents. Alright guys, well, I'll shut this down, so we'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.